Well, today I am finally getting a steering wheel installed on my little Mazda pickup. The steering wheel I have inside here is the original to the pickup, back from '93, and it's in awful shape. It's terribly old and crusty and covered in electrical tape because all the foam padding's gone on it. I've been wanting to replace it for a long time. I put electrical tape on it about a year and a half ago. Now that I'm going to get replaced here pretty soon, and well, a year and a half later, here I am. Here's what I ended up going with. It's a OMP steering wheel, and this is not sponsored. I went and paid for all this myself. I got a adapter here, and this is technically for an RX-7 Mazda or a Miata, which this pickup here is a 93 B2200 pickup, which I cannot find an adapter for this model, so I took a shot in the dark, assuming that it is the same, and it is. So I lucked out there, and I got a quick coupler here so I can remove the steering wheel for really who knows what reason. But the steering wheel I got sets too close to the steering column, so I had to get a spacer anyway to move the steering wheel a little bit further back. And what a better way to do it than a coupler like this. I actually ordered two more steering wheels before I ended up with this one here. The first one ended up being too small. It said it was a 14-inch, and when I got it, it turned out to be like a 13.25, which the original steering wheel in this pickup is a 15-inch, and being I don't have power steering, I don't want to go any smaller. And I have this one here I bought, and it's still going to be sent back. And I bought this off eBay, and it comes down to you get what you pay for. And I paid $60 for that steering wheel. It all looked fine, except I went to install it, and kind of find out the mount here is all bent. As you can see, it does not set flush onto the mount, so I ended up getting a hold of the guy that bought it from and said that's bent, I need to send it back. I also went ahead and got it installed out of curiosity, and it had a ton of flex in the rim, the steering wheel. So overall, I'm not happy with that one at all. It almost seems too dangerous to even put on the vehicle. Maybe it'll be good for a gaming system, a steering wheel or something like that. But watch out what you buy and make sure you actually get something that is safe and roadworthy. So I'm going to go ahead and get the steering wheel here installed. There are links in the descriptions for all this stuff I'm using. Be sure to go check them out if you are interested in installing something like this in your Mazda pickup. So I'm going to go ahead and get the old steering wheel pulled out of here. It is 3 bolts here on the back of this. You just got one down here and one here on each side. And then the one center nut right here, which is a 21 millimeter, which a fun fact that is actually the same size as what the lug nuts are. So if you don't have a socket, you can probably use a 4-way or your tire tool to take that loose. And I already had this loose. You might need a puller. I didn't have any issues. Your best bet is when you're sitting inside the vehicle, you can kind of smack the back of it on each side, and you get it popped loose pretty easy. So I guess first I'm going to go ahead and get the steering wheel mounted to the coupler. I'm going to actually use a little bit of Loctite, not a whole lot. But this is the blue Loctite, so it's not quite as strong as the red. I do not recommend using red. I did read reviews. People said that they can slowly work loose. I don't know if that's true or not, but I figure a little tiny dab of Loctite isn't going to hurt anything. Whenever installing anything, you never want to tighten any of the screws or bolts or whatever it is you're working on until you have all of them in. Otherwise, you may not have the holes lined up like what you want it to. Okay, I got the coupler screwed onto here, and I was just getting the horn button put into place. You just have your positive and negative wire, and this here should press into place, assuming I can get the wiring out of the way so I can get in there. This might be the hardest part of the whole thing, I don't know. I'm assuming I'm not smashing any wires. I hope, I don't know. I'll put the logo on once I get this all completely installed. And I guess we're ready to go ahead and put the adapter on the steering column. So this adapter, you want to make sure you get it on straight. I'm going off these two holes here, on those being the side, and those line up with these two holes here. So once those two holes, I guess, look straight, make sure your wheels are straight. Otherwise, you'll be pulling this back apart and doing it again. Now I can just go ahead and stick the nut back on it and get it tightened down. I'm not overly sure what the torque specs are, so you might want to look that up. I'm going to just snug it down until it feels tight. Well, I went ahead and put on the steering wheel that I'm going to be sending back, so I could actually have something to hold against while I tighten this nut down. You could probably just rotate it till your wheels turn all the way, but I don't want to lose the center of having my wheels straight. So it works pretty decent just to stick steering wheel on it, and then you can tighten it down and then pull it back off. Well, now that the adapter is installed, I can go ahead and get my coupler attached onto here and go ahead and get my wires hooked up here for the horn, and I think we should be about done. Okay, I did not get this on camera, mounting this coupler, because I cannot work on the camera and have you guys still see what I'm doing. So I went ahead and got installed. It's really pretty straightforward. Make sure you get your wiring tucked back so you don't smash it or anything. And going to stick the steering wheel on it here for the first time and hope it doesn't explode. And there it is. It didn't explode. It seems solid. It doesn't seem super flimsy like the old steering wheel I'm going to send back. I say it's a success. I'm going to go take it for a test drive to make sure it is centered, and I should be good to go. Oh, I have my sticker to put on the horn button. You can tell the horn does not work. What you can't hear is a clicking under the hood, and that's something else along the line of the horn. I think the old horn buttons quit in the old steering wheel like a year or two ago, and so the horns probably are just stuck. I'm probably going to replace them here one of these days. But till then, I'm going to go ahead and stick my logo on. Well, that's it. I think it's ready to go. Really easy to install, and it took about 15 minutes, I'd say, to get all done, and hopefully it lasts a decent long time. It seems really sturdy. It doesn't have any play or any movement in the coupler, so I think it's really going to work out well and easier to work on stuff and get steering wheel moved out of the way. I really like the yellow on the steering wheel. It will match the pickup when I'm done painting it. Kind of a spoiler alert. But I guess until then, stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. Links for everything I used here are down in the description, so be sure to go check all of them out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.